Welcome, moon lovers. So this is full moon time. We've got Kathy Marie Howell with us today. Hi, Kat.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. And I am Imber Tyler, and we're your illustrious hosts to discuss an esoteric topic to unlock the magic within. We're going to take 8 minutes on the clock. And with our topic this month of illusions, we focus on solutions, a whimsical way to come to a solution, and focus on the solar plexus. But right now, with this amazing full moon energy, I've got a question for you about shining a light on unfinished projects.
All right, I'm
Right?
ready.
Time to shine the
Okay.
light.
All right, let's go.
All right. My question to you. You're always free to choose in every situation. So consider a choice you need to make right now. And how can you empower your decision with that statement that I'm always free to choose?
Okay. Oh, that one feels really easy just because I love mantras. And so having that as a mantra would make life so easy, right? Just knowing. So going back over our last conversations that we've had, these last cycles that we've had we've discussed the fact that choices are choices. It's just, I mean, it's a fact, and whether it's in a physical choice or just a choice in your mind, because those can be the same or two separate things because, when you make a choice, and something that it's maybe not to your benefit or could have been really destructive in some way, well, you can have the choice to say, number one, you can ask for forgiveness and do other different things, but then you have the choice, do you mull it over in your head for the rest of your life? Or do you make yourself feel terrible because you've made this one decision? No, you want to really say that you make a choice, you do the best you can with the information you have, and then from there go and decide on what you want to experience. So I think that it's that using that as a mantra can be a very powerful way to operate and have choices.
Well, do you have our mantra in front of us or in front of you right
I
now?
do.
Our
Yes,
mantra
I
for
do.
this month?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Want to share that?
I do. Okay. Because I was looking, I was like, when we started thinking about these questions, we have these reflective questions inside the academy, and was that the mantra? And I was like, oh, let's look. So our mantra this cycle is, my inner fire burns bright, motivating and inspiring me to take action. So I think that's really interesting too, the mantra itself, because I know from my experience in the past that when we're not confident in ourselves, that we tend to second guess our actions or actually not even take action,
Mm.
which is an action. That inaction is an action. So really shining a light on the possibilities of choice and really adapting this whimsical in a solution based process of how you want to experience your life has been extremely powerful. So I think I mentioned on one of our earlier calls about our word of the year, and that we had had guilt in the past, and that had been a really profound um, year for me, really, with putting putting everything and saying, guilt doesn't serve anyone. But now in 2024, our word of the year is playfulness. And like, how cool is that? Because the world seems extremely heavy. And so knowing that when we have a heavy world, what do we need to do? It's that, especially in an 8 year, it's that balance of like playfulness and
Seriously.
heavy, serious as yes, that we get to experience it even more. So I think that's really, I think that's really cool. So I was going to say, let me read here what I wrote down because I had answered some of these questions before. And so, let's see
You are
what
always
I
free to
wrote.
choose in every situation. Consider a choice
Yes,
you need to make, and how can you empower your decision with that statement? You're always free to choose.
I love that. Okay. So I said everything that I had written down, and the only thing else that I had written down was that I learn and grow from every experience. And that's very powerful. And going back to even like what we talked about with the first quarter of
Yeah.
saying, of that. And do we have to debate? Do we have to defend ourselves? Do we have to say? But it's just that if we look at our life as evolution and growth over a lifetime and surround ourselves with people that and we can have healthy debates, but understand that it doesn't mean anything about you or me. It means that we have choices.
Well, instinctually, and we're built like this as a species, instinctually, we either when a situation comes up, especially something that might feel a little traumatic or
Triggering, activating.
so throw all the words out there. um, that it's a fight, flight, or freeze response. And
Yes.
we naturally do one of them more than the other. Do you know which one you tend to lean towards?
Well, it's changed over time because like I said, like in the past, I was so much the rebel. Like I've
So
viewed
you're a
that.
fighter.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. And so now, I mean, I don't feel like it, like I feel very accepting of everything, of like accepting that this is my life because I've made these choices, that it's very much that of inclusive and just to share my gifts with love, offer lots of grace. So definitely, yeah, in my past, I would say yes. It would either be fight or flight or
Yeah,
free. It would be all of that. It would be very much the trauma responses, right? It's
yeah.
that because that was where I just felt like I was caged, very much so. And the thing is I had very loving parents who only, oh, that's it. Okay, timer's up. I do want to add that about my parents. My parents did the best they can, as all of us as parents or, in life, that, yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, that was a lot. Went around the block a couple of times on that in that 8 minutes.
You did, yeah. Shining all kinds of light.
Hopefully something that people can resonate with though, because illusions being the topic that we're exploring this cycle is, I think that we've all grown up with some type of an illusion because we all have the shiny object syndrome because we've been presented this, the movies and the books and these ways to escape, but ultimately it's that life that you decide that you want to experience and then go for it in that way that best supports you and yourself. So, did you have any takeaways? Any thoughts on?
Yeah, well, yeah, I've always got an opinion or a thought or something to share.
You've already kind of, yeah, shared a little bit.
But yeah. Really, my key takeaway was that you're really in tune with like your gut instincts.
Yes.
You're really in tune, and it's such a reminder of us to kind of think how we are in tune with that. Of really taking time to shine a light on that. It's how strong is my solar plexus right now, right? If
Right.
yes, we've got all these choices. How is it going to get me to a solution? And do I feel confident? And that's really what solar plexus is all about. It's our confidence meter. How
Yeah.
confident do I feel to get there? And yeah, that was kind of my key takeaway from that. So thank you.
Yeah. Evolution and growth, man. That's it. And a whimsical, fun, playful,
Yes.
releasing the guilt environment.
Yes.
And that's what we do at Luna's Vault Academy, inside the academy. So lunasvault.com, you guys contact us over there, join the conversation, tell us how you feel, any takeaways, and then inside the academy is where we actually do this work. This is how this really, like, we've just amplified our personal growth with doing this in a fun, beautiful, loving container. And so we want to invite you there. But if you're not ready to join us there, at least join us at lunasvault.com or any of the social media outlets, and just like I said, have the conversation. Let's have fun. Let's play a little
Be
bit.
whimsical.
Be whimsical. Yes. Okay. So we'll be back on the last quarter and we'll see you then. So until then, happy manifesting.
Happy manifesting.